Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and today we have another first-time chiropractic adjustment. So I know a little bit you've been telling me about yourself. In the past, you were a hairdresser. During that time, you were feeling pain in the upper thoracic area, but that you stopped kind of doing hair, that pain is kind of relieved for you, correct? Okay. So now, every now and then, you will feel issues, you said, in that low back, correct? Okay. Do you know how frequently that happens? Does it occur by any, like, is there any moments that...
Well, usually if I sit down for a while, keep sitting for a while, that's when it kind of occurs, I guess.
Okay.
And get up, try to stretch it out.
Okay. So this is going to be your first time. I'm going to go through everything. We're going to do a full spine adjustment. After, we're going to do the trigger point therapy. Just make sure, get rid of the knots and help everything, the adjustment get helped a little bit better. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to have her lay face down. We'll go ahead and we'll check all the areas. So I'm going to have you put your hands right here for me. Okay. So as I start off, I always go right through this upper thoracic area. And we are definitely noting, I'm definitely feeling a lot of tender areas through here. A lot of muscle taut and tightness. Actually bilaterally, this is quite tight, but as I know is that she's never been adjusted before, so she's kind of just wanting to know the experience, what it does. A lot of people want to know what it feels like. There's a lot more than just one adjustment that what people need, but I tend to still like to come out and I like people to experience, that first time of what an adjustment should feel like and what it should create for one's body, and then from there, they're really going to want to become an actual long-term patient. And the reason is that feeling of euphoria you love when your spine is in the correct alignment. You just feel great. So that's typically the reason why a lot of people enjoy chiropractic. You tend to realize the pain, and when you're living with no pain and your body's healing and functioning as it should, that's ideally what everyone wants to be at. So if you want to come in through, we're going to check the leg length here as well. So actually, as you can tell, you see her right leg is quite a bit shorter than her left. So this is going to be one of the main things we're really going to work on. When scanning her back going down, you got a little bit of issue on that left SI joint, so we're going to work on that up there. But actually, a lot of the main issues are going to be right from here is what we're noticing, okay? So I'm going to start off with the adjustment right through here. You probably felt that quite a bit. I know, it's a lot of years of never being adjusted. Whew. There we go, got a lot of movement in there. We're going to go through the thoracic spine. Just going to help open things up, because I know that previously that you were a hairdresser, a lot of times, well, obviously, your hands are up, you're always, your shoulders are up, your arms are up. You usually create a lot of tension right through this upper back area. So what I'm going to have you do now, take a deep breath in and exhale all the way out. Just a little bit there. We're going to do the same thing one more time. Deep breath in and exhale out. Good. Okay, we're going to come back down to the legs. As you can tell, still very short on that right side. So I'm going to start off. Can I have you turn to your side and face me? So I'm going to have you bend that top knee for me. Good. You're good. I'm going to bring you up just like that. And just lay and relax. Yep. You felt that all right through there, right? Lay flat on your back for me. So we're going to do that leg pull. We're going to be tractioning out between the knee, the hip, and also in that lumbar spine, that pelvic and lumbar spine. So I know she's feeling that a lot, that femur head getting pulled, correct? You notice it? Okay. So I'm going to now have you turn and lay on this side facing me. The same thing here. We're going to cross that top knee. Yep. lay on your stomach for me. I want to recheck your leg length. We got a lot of movement in there, so yep, just lay flat. Good. I want you to come over here and now look at this leg length. Just after that, the side posture adjustment, completely balanced. Completely balanced just with that one adjustment. I'm gonna have you sit up for me. Bring your legs towards the head of the table here. So what we're gonna do, I just wanna go through, we're gonna move the cervical spine. Feel how the neck is moving. We're getting good movement. Got a little bit of tightness though. So just relax. Good. Same thing over here, just relax. Good. Alright, so this is the area that I still really want to focus on. What I'm going to have you do, we're going to cross your arms one at a time. One here, one like that. And this is the one, take a deep breath in. As I bring you down, I want you to exhale all the way out, okay? So deep breath in and exhale out. You notice that quite a bit. You feel how everything just opened up with that one adjustment there. Yeah, that's good. No. I want you to stay down like that. We're going to do the one adjustment. You're perfectly set up. Your knees are off the table. We're going to do the y-axis distraction. You're going to have to help me because we got a lot of hair to get around here. So, let me... Okay, and then if you want to pull your hair through.
That's what I'm nervous about.
You will see. So this is going to distract on the neck. You're good there. And basically, the whole point of the y-axis distraction, we're just going to be taking pressure off of those nerves in between the vertebrae, okay? So we traction her out. It's a very just simple adjustment. There we go. How was that?
That felt nice, actually.
See, I know a lot of people tend to be... Here, you can sit up now. A lot of people tend to actually be quite nervous, a little scared about that last adjustment. It is a very powerful move, as you can tell. So what it does with that strap around the base of the neck, it literally is pulling at the head. And with that pulling, every vertebra going all the way down is getting pressure relieved off of those nerves. That's the whole point with chiropractic. We want to relieve that pressure, and we want the body to heal and function, as God intended. So the last thing what we're going to do, we're going to do the trigger point therapy. We're going to be working on that mid to upper thoracic. So same thing, I want you to start with this arm and just put it behind the small of your back like that. Yep. As we're coming in, we're going to go behind the shoulder blade here, and we're just holding in. And as you can tell, my thumb is going she's very, very actually loose. This is really good. This is your ideal patient. She's going to be holding her adjustments very well here. You can relax your arm. Yeah, not too many tender spots on her, which is a good thing. A little bit up here. I know you're probably feeling. Yeah, she's feeling these ones. But for the most part, very good. And then let me come around to the other side. Yep, same thing with that arm. So as you can even tell with the camera here, my thumb is going very much in. So this is very good. We're not having any tension, any pulling in here, no knots. You can relax that arm. But where she's holding a little bit of her tension is going to be right through here, throughout that trap area. When I find that spot, just push and hold. As you can tell, I can tell you're on the front, you're feeling it a little bit, but it's not much. It's a light pressure, but it's a kind of like a love-hate type thing. Perfect. There we go. So if you want to turn around a little bit, how was your first experience of an adjustment?
Not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, but it's actually great. I feel great. You did good.
How do you feel? Throughout the thoracic spine, that moved quite a bit.
Yeah, I did. It feels so much better though.
When you first laid down, when we took a look at your leg length, you had one leg that was noticeably longer than the other. After the side posture adjustments, your legs were completely balanced.
I kind of felt the difference too.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
So what that is when you have one leg that's longer than the other, you have your hips that are rotating, and when your hips are rotating, you have one leg that's going to appear to be longer or shorter. But the issue is, if you have that, what tends to happen a lot is if you're a very active person or sport oriented, a lot of times that can cause a lot of injuries, because when you have the unbalanced hips, you're going to be putting a different type of weight distribution between your knees and then also going down into your ankles. So when your hips are aligned, the pressure balance is going to be distributed evenly. But when they're not, that's when you're actually prone to more injuries. So very good. Now that your hips are balanced, always a good thing. I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and that was another first time adjustment done.